Your miserable job is worse than unemployment. Your job should not cost you your health, and a job that makes you miserable can take way more than that paycheck that you get gives you. It can drain your energy, damage your health, weaken your relationships, and slowly turn you into someone that you will no longer recognize. Yet many people are continuing to sacrifice their well being because they believe earning a paycheck automatically makes all that suffering worthwhile. But money should support your life. It should not require you to surrender your entire life in return for that. This does not mean you should immediately quit whenever work becomes difficult. Every meaningful path that a person has will include that stress or sacrifice or those responsibilities that you will not enjoy. But there's a big difference between those. And temporary discomfort that helps you grow, and a miserable environment that continuously destroys you. Big difference. You must be honest enough to recognize that difference between the two. And at the same time, meaningful work is not limited to these glamorous careers or high salaries or impressive titles. Almost any role can be elevated from a ordinary job into something closer to what you can call a calling when you understand its social value. So stop asking, how much am I earning in the job that I have? And you need to start asking, who is being helped because I showed up today? And do you see the difference between those two questions that you ask yourself? A custodian creates a clean and safe environment. A cashier may offer kindness to someone having the worst day of their life. A construction worker builds the place where families will live and communities will grow. A paramedic, something that I can personally relate to, enters people's darkest moments and gives them help when they are so vulnerable and in need for someone else to be there. So these titles may change, but the principle remains the same that I'm trying to get into your guys' skull. Work becomes meaningful when you recognize the human being on the other side of your work, and your effort gives meaning to that. A calling is not always something you discover before beginning. Sometimes it is something that you create through the way you approach that work in front of you. So when you focus only on money, every difficult task feels like a transaction, and you begin counting the hours until you can leave and measuring every effort against what you receive in return. And that's a disgusting mindset to have and live with. When you understand how your work improves another person's life, even a small responsibility can carry so much dignity and purpose through doing it. So do not trade your health, your identity, and your relationships for a paycheck that can never return what you sacrificed. But do not assume that meaning can only be found in that perfect career either. It's what you are living through day in and day out currently. So protect your well-being, find the social value within your work, focus on the people that your efforts help serve. A job pays you for your time. A calling gives that time a reason.